My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing the Silent A5. Lose all gold for 14 max HP. More likely to upgrade a card there, actually. Okay. I'm going to go for the upgrade. Upgrade the Neutralize so that it's weakness for 2 turns. It's actually super impactful in terms of how much damage you end up taking on the course of the floor. I'll just full defend this turn. There's no reason to take any damage this turn. Just wait for a turn where, yeah, only one of them's attacking, and then I have a lot more opportunity. Great. Unfortunately, I'm being weakened here again, so I'm going to need 3 strikes, and that'll do it. Even neutralize is fine. Skill, beautiful. That's going to give me the ability to start taking out early elites as well. I was not even considering that a possibility, but there is a path with 3 elites after the first upgrade that I wasn't really considering, but I definitely had my eye on it. Giving it a little bit of the side eye, a little bit of the old, how you doing? Keen to clown? Hell yes! Early footwork as well! Well, damn. This is going quite well. I'll play the footwork because it'll help us with the defensive breakpoints here. Although now I'm just over-defending on a bunch of turns, apparently. Skew for the kill. Yup, I miscounted. Thankfully, the enemy wasn't attacking that turn. Caltrop is just a bunch of damage. There's 5 max HP there. So I can go for 3 elites. I can go for 4. No, I'll only go for the 3. I want the upgrade on the skill super early, and then I'm going to veer off to the left. Get another upgrade. There's no reason to take any damage in this combat. Should be fine, yeah. Weakened here, so our skewer is no longer a kill. And now it is. No need for any of those cards. So second upgrade should be footwork, and then after that, Caltrop. Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. That's... It's oddly both common and uncommon in this deck. Alright. It's common because we can play Skewer at the end of our turn in order to get 4 block, but I actually just have to play it for maximum damage here. Yeah, I'll just kill next turn, it's fine. Beautiful. So that took a lot of our HP. Paper Crane! Enemies with weak deal 40% less damage rather than 25%. That is insane. Now we definitely want something like Heel Hook if the enemy has weak, draw a card, and gain an energy. Because we're going to put more sources of weak in our deck at this point. Setting up to kill the frontliner because the backliner might charge. Yeah, and the frontliner's attacking, so... Gives us an easy target. Full block there too, and skill for kill. Steroid Potion, as well as... yeah, Blur's totally fine in this deck. That's a really good hand to wake them up with. All right. We'll blur, defend, then strike, so we get 4 extra block for next turn. Hopefully we get the neutralize in this hand. We don't. Alright. I'll be taking 5 damage here. But that's going to be more than okay. As you can see, we should just be able to kind of ride this one out. Bird face turn, whenever you play a power, heal for 2 HP, as well as another... Mind blown. Twisted Funnel. At the start of each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. I really like that, because most combats go at least 4 turns, so it's 4, 3, 2, 1 in terms of damage, so it's 7, 10. 10 damage dealt. But also, for enemies that have artifacts, it removes it, which can be super useful. Here it enables me to use a heal hook that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten to use. That said, I really want to set up this sentry in the backline for a kill, so hitting it 3 times with the skewer there enables me to kill it in 2 strikes. Yep, which turns out to be important. Saves me a bunch of damage taken. I shouldn't have hit the frontliner there. There's no way I kill it in this upcoming turn. Yeah. Like, I've now set it up for a kill. It's easy to kill with just the skewer now. Hopefully it doesn't really come to that. Yeah, it's going to be skewer for the backliner next turn. Definitely should have heal hooked first there, because the frontliner was still weakened. Didn't matter at all, but still, that doesn't make it correct. I'm playing a little faster. The Boot. Whenever you deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase to 5. Taking a copy of Die 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 here would be nice just to have a little bit of AoE in the deck. I know I could have upgraded Caltrop for a bunch of damage here, but footwork is really powerful. This is really unfortunate to see most of my defensive cards here in the first turn as well, by the way. Specifically without blur. At the very least, we get to keep 6 block for this turn, which is enough. I'll play the full power skewer. I'm gonna draw some cards just so I can full defend. Especially because I get to keep some of that block for the next turn, so it's not like it's just wasted, although now it is, because just drew the defensive cards thereafter. Literally all of the cards left in our deck would have been fine. Oh well. The problem we're going to have here is it's going to be a damage race. And it looks like we're quite likely to lose it. Okay, 18 incoming damage. Good, 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 good. We're still on that perfect. But now all the burns are upgraded, so we have to close out this fight really quickly because we will just die. We will crumble like a house of cards checkmate really soon. Getting 10 block extra for next turn. Thank you, Blur. Can be skill for the kill. Skill for the kill here as well, by the way. Slightly under 50% chance, and we got it. Beautiful. All right, so we managed to land a perfect there. That could have gone really, really badly at the very end there with the... Ooh. It might be none. So we could use Nightmare to duplicate a bunch of footworks, but that's going to take a long time to set up, and having 2 upgraded footwork in the deck is already enough. Bullet Time? No, we don't have high cost cards in the deck. 1,000 cuts. No, we don't have super low cost cards in the deck, and we do have one card that is high cost, but it's not affected by bullet time. Yeah, I don't want any of those, actually. One sec as I devour that water. I'm obviously looking at the Sosu here. Yeah. Extra energy is really powerful because we have obviously the X costs in our deck, and we are incentivized at this point to start putting some backflips in and draw like that. Velvet Choker is a little disincentivized just because there's a lot of cards in this deck, that, or a lot of cards for this character that make Velvet Choker really rough to take. But also, what if we take more heal hooks, which we're likely to try and do? We might end up playing more than 6 cards in a turn and be sad about it. Okay, there's a really good path. Hopefully I get the Necronomicon. That would be so good. I'm gonna gain some extra block for next turn, just because I know next turn's pretty bad for us. Yeah, we still end up taking 1 damage, even after all of that. Bye-bye. Another Caltrop? No, it's dodge and roll. Dodge and roll is super powerful when you have a bunch of... Oh, hell yeah. Get me my Caltrop, please. But dodge and roll is super powerful when you have a bunch of decks. And that we do. That we definitely do. Frontliner just dies against my Caltrop. That bird's almost dead as well. Literally just have to hit it next turn. That'll do. Bane. That's interesting. It's a pre-upgraded Bane. That's a fair bit of damage there. And it's triggered by the Twisted Funnel. But the problem is it's only triggered by the Twisted Funnel. So it's only good in the first 4 turns of the fight. I think that makes it really difficult to take. I'll take a Piercing Whale. Terror is huge for this deck. Terror, Backstab, Predator, all of them are amazing for this deck. We'll take Terror and Predator. It lasts longer than the Backstab, and I feel like the longevity of our fights is what we're really missing right now. Choose 1 of 20 cards, because obviously I don't need the HP here. 3 copies of Acrobatics? I don't know about that. Could take a Backstab. Could take a Dodge and Roll. Take the Dodge and Roll. Thwack, knocked unconscious. Okay, do I go for the extra fight at the end of this? That's ultimately the question here that we're being asked, right? I want to. Quite a lot. I do want those relics. So all I have to do is to be defensive this turn, which is abundantly easy, and then kill the Slaver in the backline. I mean, we only lost 2 HP over the course of this fight. Unfortunately, Terror was on the absolute bottom of our deck. We would have had such a better time if it wasn't. Yeah, I'm going for it. Let's go for victory. Oh my god, we got Terror in the first hand here. Yes. Our goal right now is just reduce the amount of targets on the field really quickly. The backliner has more HP, so I focus on the frontliner first. Oh, Yeah, I'm not going to be killing next turn, so I don't actually want to start stacking defenses here. Ow. So do take a 14 hit here. Not great. Enemy dies to the hit. But we get Gambling Chip at the start of each combat. Discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards, as well as the Ninja Scroll at the start of each combat. Add 3 shivs to your hand. Pre-upgraded Bouncing Flask? Probably not, no. I'm actually going to rest here, just because we've got another elite in the next space, and then an elite a couple spaces thereafter as well. It's exactly the kind of hand I actually wanted there. Really pleased about it. That Caltrop does need to be upgraded, but gosh, it's doing work right now. Yeah, I did make a mistake there. The mistake being that I forgot that I was weakened, so that Slaver in the backline got a hit that I really wasn't expecting. That said, I get to full defend the turn after, so it actually doesn't matter. Oh, no, it does, because now we're vulnerable. Ow. Never mind, it didn't matter. Goodbye, Taskmaster. Hello, the Courier. Merchants cards. The merchant restocks cards, relics, and potions, and all prices are decreased by 20%. We'll take the Sapphire Key here over the Strawberry. Strawberry, of course, being 7 max HP. More Bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. Probably going to be spending gold at a shop relatively soon, so that's not going to stick around for much longer. It's very important that I play the footwork, because it's still possible. No, it's not possible the Gremlin Leader attack next turn. They have to summon, right? No, they can attack, apparently. Cool. Oh, right. No. They're just guaranteed to attack if you don't... Yes. Sorry. I remember now. It's just that they are guaranteed to attack if you don't remove either of the gremlins. Which is why here I'll be removing one of the gremlins. Also, that vulnerability on the backline now sets them up. Oh, no, they're shielded. Damn it. It would have set them up. Let's, yeah, I still just do it, and then I kill the enemy next turn. Doesn't matter how many buff boys you got on the field when you're dead. Kunai, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex, as well as an adrenaline for extra draw and energy, but it exhausts. Golden Idol, lose a special relic, obtain the Golden Idol. Yes, we'll do that. Okay, so now, every time you gain gold, heal 5 HP. Every time you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. So I'm just not going to spend any money from now on out. I know, I'm actually going to respect it now. I'm not even going to play skill this turn. I'm going to go, like, full defensive. Yep, with 10 decks, there's actually very little the enemy can do to me. Unless I draw nothing. Oh my gosh. Every other card in my deck would have helped. Adrenaline draws me into the defensive cards, and every other one is a defensive card. That is actually insane. That is the absolute worst draw that I could have had. I drew 7 cards out of the remaining 12, and I drew the exact worst 7 for me. Someone who's familiar with combinatorics and permutations, please tell me exactly how likely that was in the comment section down below. I would very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you don't, that's okay. I'm not entitled to your energy or your time. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal for 2 HP. Nice. Pre-upgraded Dagger Spray. Crippling Cloud is actually really interesting here because it weakens all enemies, and weakening all enemies is really, really powerful because of the Paper Crane. We haven't found really great weakening opportunities. I don't want to go to the shop. We haven't found really great weakening opportunities in the decks so far, so that's been a real annoyance for us. No one's vulnerable, right? Just setting them all to HP values are going to be relatively easy to deal with later. One down. Two down. Three down. So it's worth noting, this is a build that is really good right now against floor enemies. It is going to struggle against bosses. Pre-upgraded Terror. Second Terror in the deck. Yeah, it's really important that I draw that early. That is my win condition against bosses right now. Weaken them all. God, another energy relic after the boss this floor is not like essential, but God, it would be good. I'm burning out those exhaust cards despite the fact that I don't need to, just so I don't draw it back into them, because I just need damage this turn. Got him. Predator, Crippling Cloud, Caltrop. So I argued that I was going to have bad boss fights. Caltrop is really, really good in prolonged fights, and boss fights tend to be prolonged, so it's kind of the idea there. I'm just going to want to set up here. It's not going to be important to launch out like a giant skewer or anything like that. There goes our first failed Terror. So now I'll actually be able to knock a Terror onto the enemy, which is really good. Ooh, I can even weaken them with the Crippling Cloud. Hell yeah. I've actually already got full defense, so I'll play the Caltrop and the Spire here. Didn't even need to play the footwork. Oh, there goes one of my Adrenalines. That's okay. One of my Adrenalines? My Adrenaline. It's my only Adrenaline in the deck. It's my bad. Unfortunately, weakness is worn off of all of them, and now I draw my heal hook. Exactly the wrong turn for it. Okay, good Adrenaline. I'll weaken the Bronze Automaton because it's entirely possible it's trying to do something nasty for next turn. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Doesn't even hold a candle to my damage, though. I'll Predator here over a bigger skill. Just because I wanted the extra draw there. Turned out to be quite powerful. Just got 17 casual block for the next turn already. If we get Caltrop, this build is done. Like, it's completely over. There's nothing that can happen to us. That said, I don't want to get it from a store because I like healing 5 every single time I travel floor. Quite nice to do that. 66 incoming damage. Alright, let's see if we can block against that. Great. God, we've been having some ridiculous luck with our builds recently. Last Knife, Doppelganger, Phantasmal Killer. Phantasmal Killer actually has a place in this deck. We have, like, a lot of very high damage attacks. And having PK as a setup for those is really, really powerful. That said, Glass Knife is really, really, really good instantly. Do I need good instant power? I don't think I do. This deck just seems to do that itself already. I'm not really seeing why it has such good instant power, but it does. Gain energy at the start of the turn. You can no longer rest at rest sites. I'm more than happy to take that over the Wrist Blade. Attacks that cost 0, deal 3 additional damage. So I do have the shivs in the opening hand. So it's 9 extra damage in my opening hand. And then it's 3 extra damage every single time I play Neutralize. But that's not enough. We'll take Coffee Dripper here because we don't need to rest. We heal 2, 5. We heal at least 7. Sorry, no. We heal at least 12 every combat. And at least 5 every floor. I think I just want to hit as many rests here as possible, get a bunch of upgrades. Is that the truth? Yeah, I think it is. So I'm going to look at this first shop, and it is going to mightily tempt me, but I am going to have to resist everything there. Right, I forgot the enemy had... No, I didn't. It's 45, right? I think I still would have been slightly short on lethal. Pretty sure I would have been slightly short on lethal, though. That's okay, we've got PK. That'll do. Free upgraded Piercing Whale, more than happy to take it. There's nothing here I desperately want, actually, so I'm really pleased. I'm gonna look at all the cards. Impatience, Madness, Mind Blast. Impatience, I mean, Impatience does have a place in this deck. Like, we have 1 expensive attack in the entire deck, so a lot of the time we have no attacks in hand. Whoa, is that 2 Impatience? No, it's not. Germanic Entrance? Do I want that? No. Fitness is really good because it carries a block component, so it'll benefit from all of the decks, and it just draws us a card. Panacea is quite powerful. Just being able to negate a negative. I don't think it's important right now. Oh, no, we have Sozu, so it actually can't be important in the way that I was intending. Thinking ahead is just fine, right? You just pick a card. And then we will take the Impatience as well. Cool. It's time to spin the wheel. Hopefully we don't get a curse here. No, we do get hurt, though. That's fine. Missing 9 HP now. Okay. We have very few attacks in this hand, so I am pretty keen on using the Impatience here. Because I'm a little, what's the word for it? Antsy. A little overeager. Yeah, that's what I would call it. There's no other words that possibly fit. Alright. Enemy dead. Well-laid plans. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. That's actually pretty good for us as well. So we will here upgrade the Impatience for the extra card draw. Okay. Not bad. Most of their HP in the first turn. It's also worth noting, since I have Boot, I can actually still deal damage to them, where most characters would not be able to here. I'm going to take a wee bit of damage here, but I think we'll be fine with it. So I get double damage this turn. It does nothing for me, but double damage this turn, eh? I literally don't have to play Piercing Wail yet. Like, we're fully defended anyway. I'll hold it because it can actually be useful at later points here. Phantasmal Killer is useful this turn, and I can even hold Predator to combo with it later. It's lethal, right? Yeah, it's just lethal with the Predator here. Smiling Mask. The Merchant's card removal service now always costs 50 gold. Don't need it. Pre-upgraded Backstab, though. Yup. We're not going to be able to take out the Transient. We don't have enough scaling, so we just have to focus on damaging them as much as we can each turn. And ideally not running out of damage. Okay. I'll play the Piercing Wail because my defends are now more powerful than Piercing Wail. And then I'll just retain the defends. I'm going to think ahead, put a dodge and roll back atop the deck, then I'm going to hold a dodge and roll because those are 2 of the most powerful cards in my deck right now with the amount of decks I have. Yep, 24 block this turn, 24 block next turn. 24 block every turn. I don't need to hold PK because next turn is the last turn. Okay, so it looks like we're actually going to have to defend this turn. That's interesting. And we did it with ease. Hey, another pre-upgraded Caltrop. Sure, that's going to help us with our little bit of damage deficit that I feel. I take the Duvidor, right? There's nothing a problem with this. Okay, yeah, I do. Doesn't give us anything. For each curse in your deck, start each combo with 1 strength. You have no curses, so... PK needs to be upgraded. Costing 1 energy makes it so much more playable. It's not 1 less energy, it's half as much energy. Like, it's a huge difference. There's a lot of what would seem counterintuitive that actually just turns out to be good old gameplay. Good mechanical styling. Good strategic styling. That kind of thing. So we're taking some damage this turn. That's okay. Imagine this deck with a Runic Dodecahedron. Oh, if that turned up in a store, I would have to take it. Which would then make it a little bit more difficult to trigger as well. I can just hold the Piercing Well. It's fine. PK set up for this turn. Yep. Damage? Wah. I just wanted damage. Take the defend. It's fine. Now that I have Kunai in the deck, I also should be considering basically any shivs. There's no attacks in the sand. Okay. So I'm going to PK. I'll hold Skewer in my hand. At the end of this turn, that is. And then next turn, I get to let it go. For 150 damage. Leg sweep. I need more weakness in the deck. This totally fits exactly what I want. Then I want to upgrade the leg sweep because it gets more weakness. Final boss's time meter. Okay, we're good with that. Upgrade all cards. You can no longer heal. I don't know about that one. Heal to full HP. Curse of Doubt. Dufu Doll. Gives me 1 strength. 1 strength isn't particularly important for this deck. So this should set me up possibly to draw Skill this turn for the insta-kill. If not, we're still going to get a gosh dang huge amount of damage in. There we go. Turn 2 kill. Tori! Whenever you receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. That's going to make this build a lot better against the heart. We'll take a backflip here because we have a lot of energy. No, there's nothing here I want either. Like Master of Strategy and another Blur would be nice, but no, I don't need them. But wait a second. Do I need anything more from the Maw Bank? Because I heal back up to full after this boss. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay, so I actually do want to, like, card remove. Let's get a strike out of the deck. Take another Blur. Ooh, Escape Plan's pretty good for us as well. Master of Strategy, and then the rest of these don't appeal to me at all. We'll spend some more money next floor, I feel. Yeah. Got to recall here if I want to be able to spend any money next floor. It's pretty likely that we actually trigger the effect of the enemy here on the first turn. Tasmal, and then I'll go with Well Laid. Hold the leg sweep. Oh, perfect. So we'll Finesse, Piercing Wail, then just Terror and Skewer for a bunch of damage. Good hits, good hits. Okay. So we only get to play 4 cards next turn. Not too keen on that. Defend, dodge and roll, and Caltrop seem like the ones that I want to drop there. I'll take a Predator. I feel like we're not going to be lacking for defense. So we definitely want to leave another Predator, another Terror in hand, because the enemy will purge themselves of all negative status effects soon. We're already perfectly defended this turn, though, so we can just attack to our heart's content. Hold the Terror. Gain enemies purging this turn. It's very important that I play 4 more cards as well. Excuse me. Hold the Terror. We're giving the enemy a bunch of strength here, but we are outclassing them in terms of defense already, so it's not a problem. I have a Predator left in the deck. I'll play that, Phantasmal Killer, then I'll hold the Impatience. I should be able to draw into my Predator now. Even if I don't naturally draw it here. I don't naturally draw it, but I can just strike Impatience for the Predator. Hit you for 45. Not half bad. I am trying to train that out, by the way. The fact that I keep saying not half bad. Whenever my vocal filler phrases become kind of prominent enough that I recognize them, that's when I know that I need to change them up. Vocal filler phrases are just really important for this line of work. You need things to say when you have nothing else to say while you think of the next thing to say. All right, 1258. So that would have perfected every boss, I think. Did we get hit in the automaton fight? We might have. Upgrade thinking ahead not to exhaust so that I can be a little bit more picky. Back preparation at the start of combat, draw 2 cards. We already have 10 cards in our opening hand because of the gambling chip and the Ring of the Snake, so we don't want that. I'll take Ginger. You can no longer become weakened. Seems good. I'll remove another strike. Definitely take a backflip. Definitely take a caltrop. Definitely take a caltrop. Definitely take a caltrop. Man, I wish I was offered more caltrop. And a Flash of Steel for the very end there. 43 card deck. Yeah, let's go for it. Who needs a consistent draw strat? Not me. I've got a Crippling Cloud here for the weakness on both targets. That's really important. Oh my god! I thought I'd already played Well-Laid Plans. Yikes. That's my bad. So 13, 3 is 39, 4 is 52, then the enemy dies to their weakness over the next 2 turns. That means I can play a Survivor before I do this. I end up taking some damage here, but it's okay. Backliner ends up dying. Ooh. That's a hell of a lot of defense there. Very few, like, aggressive cards in this deck, but the aggression when it comes out is pretty insane. Thankfully, we can have a better time aggressing against the boss at the end because of the Caltrop. Now, I've got to remember, in the final fight on this floor, playing Caltrop is like the most important thing that I can do. so I should never pass up that opportunity. Cool. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns, gain 1 energy, as well as... yeah, another backflip. More than happy to. Okay, there's 1 Caltrop. 3 of them. That's good. I mean, 11 damage every single time they hit me, as well as I can't be weakened. Not bad. We've also got 44 cards in the deck, so we dilute the effect of their negatives there. I'd love to keep this Piercing Wail, but I should just use it for defense. That's a really bad hand for me. This is a much better hand, but still not great. I'm going to discard the Skewer so that I can Impatience for more draw. Casual 165 back to the enemy there. Just trying to set myself up with some defense for next turn. Looks like I've managed to do that quite well. I'm going to use both of my terrors here to burn them out of deck because we're not dealing damage to this enemy. They're dealing damage to themselves against us. Piercing Wail is great here as well. Plus, I get to extend the weakness on the enemy. I mean, I might be just defended without the Piercing Wail right now. Mostly. Yeah, I should hold on to a Piercing Wail, have one for the next time my enemy is doing a multi-attack. Yep. Gotta remember that Tori is on my side as well. That's a huge blur. Oh my god. This is gonna be another hard kill. Hell yeah! Pardon me if I celebrate a little loudly, because good lord. Well, I'm not going to be particularly loud, don't worry, but pardon me for patting myself on the back, but look at this. All right, now die. Goodbye, heart. Damn. These are going really well. There was a little bit of a dodgy patch in the middle of the series so far. Beyond perfect, by the way. We perfected every single boss. Not half bad. Not half bad whatsoever. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all my content on the game, past, present, and future. If you do like the videos, please click like. It does help get my content out to new people. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider it. It is the easiest way for me to deliver new videos to you. You don't have to ring the bell, which is what most people say. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Yeah, there's 6 videos a day. It's 6 videos a day? 5.5 video. 4.5? There's some amount of videos a day, but it's too much. It'll just blow you up with notifications. You don't have to do that. If you do, cool as hell, but you don't have to. Yeah. That's about it. Hopefully you've been having a good day, and hopefully you have a good day if this isn't the start of your day. Catch you around.